When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country. A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are listening and watching from around the world, the Eastern Caribbean. A corrupt government. A corrupt government. Jamaica cannot move forward. This morning, we're going to speak to you. I know many of you may have watched it before. Let me know if you all are hearing me loud and clear. Let me all know if you are hearing me loud and clear. This is the Make We Talk program. Welcome to the program this morning. Many of you may have watched this before, but I'm going to play it this morning for you all to listen. And do you realize that until now, nobody come out and say what Dr. Dawes is saying is a lie? How to get away with financial murder. And poor people in this country has no health sector. Poor people in this country are faced with the pangs of hell. Yet they are the same one is saying to us that we must come home. Members of the Jamaican diaspora must come home. Come home to rebuild a nation. And my question this morning, rebuild what nation? A nation that is riddled with corruption. A health sector that is worse than Riverton Dump. Worse than Riverton Dump. But yet, so many people in this country saying that what Dr. Dawes is saying is a lie. So many people will not come out and say that our health sector is in crisis. And people may be saying that Dr. Dawes is playing politics. Not playing politics. It is full time. The Minister of Health see the door. It is full time that Dr. Tufton tender his resignation. It is full time. My fellow Jamaicans, let us speak truth to power. I'm going to show some videos and I want you to call in. I want you to tell me your views on what is going on. Because this is not the country that they talk about to live, work, and raise family. When our health sector is in a deplorable condition. When our health sector is riddled with corruption. If it was some other modern democracy, the people would have taken to the streets. But we in this country sit down and accept everything they do to us. And I'll go back again. The Jamaican diaspora sit silent. They're going to Jamaica for this big conference. Will they ever go to the hospitals and say, look, this is unacceptable? No. Because many of them just want to get the order of the Jamaican, the order of this and the order of that. This is the crisis that we face in this country, where Jamaicans want to come home, but they can't come home because our health sector is worse than Riverton Dump. Our health sector is riddled with corruption. And you hear nothing from the minister, you hear nothing from the prime minister. Dr. Dawes is out there speaking, and we who call ourselves journalists and bloggers must take it up. And the Jamaican people should take to the streets. What is going on? But we sit down and we do nothing. We sit down and we say nothing. There's a health sector up by Mannings Hill Road, because I have a piece there right there. A health center is there. And when the older set of people go to the health center, There's no chair for them to sit down. And those staff there believe that they own the health sector or they own the health center. They speak to the older set of Jamaicans as if they are nothing. It must stop. And we must call them out. When I open up the phone lines, I want people to call in and talk about what you're going through within the health sector in this country. But I want you to listen to something. I want you to listen to something here. We the people, we the favorite few in this country. Stony Hill Health Center. Stony Hill Health Center, thank you very much. Stony Hill Health Center, those people who are there are speaking to the people as if they're nothing. And people have to stand up outside in the sun. When will this thing stop? Millions and millions of dollars going down the drain. $26 billion and counting still being spent at the Corner Regional Hospital, and I know it can't open, where doctors and nurses took to the streets protesting against what is going on in this country. But we sit down and accept it. But one day, you know, that's what the late Martin Luther King said. We have some difficult days ahead of us.
Prosper.
One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
One day, this nation will truly rise up. I want to play something here. And I want you all to bear with me. Whatever you're doing, sit down and watch this. Sit down, my fellow Jamaicans, and watch this video here. Many of you may not have seen it, but there are many people who have not seen it at all. And I want you all to watch this. Listen to this.
Life support. In our first two episodes, we outlined the history and regional significance of the UHWI, the infrastructure and supplies crisis, and the staffing concerns. Today, we connect these failures to the system that enables them: procurement. This is about how public money disappears, how basic needs go unmet, while millions are spent elsewhere. Long before the Auditor General's report landed in Parliament, the staff at the UHWI were asking the same questions we are asking now. In one letter, consultants formally requested further information regarding what the procurement process entails.
Many people who are watching this are trying to figure out what procurement means. It means that you put something out for tender for people to bid on it or to get, you know, access in the sense of buying it, or the cheapest thing you can get. Many of the times, if I'm doing this correctly, if I'm not doing it correctly, I'm starting to be corrected. But many of the times when you put things out for tender, it is the same politicians' friends who get the ability to buy the thing for 3 penny or $1. And they come back and sell it to the government hospital for $17 million. Listen to some more of this. I'm going to break it down. And for those who don't understand, I'm going to try my endeavor best to make you understand it. Please listen to this. Jamaica's health sector is in crisis. And they get away with financial murder in this country, where these people and their friends and cronies get away by stealing millions and billions of dollars from the coffers of this country. Listen to some more of this, please.
Wanted to know who are the persons responsible for generating the needs list that guide the procurement process. Do consultants and frontline staff have any say in what items are required and ordered? Are the procurement documents available as public records, past and present? These are not technical questions. These are governance issues. If the people treating patients don't know who decide what the hospital buys, how then can procurement reflect clinical priorities? The answer, as we know now, is that it simply doesn't. The consultants documented that despite the lack of basic equipment and supplies, there seems to be a strong motive.
You hear? The University of the West Indies Hospital is one of the Caribbean major hospital. And you hear what they said? It's lack of basic equipment. Okay, you know why? Because some of these people who are put to make laws for this country, and I'm not going to blame politicians alone, you have some permanent secretaries within the Ministry of Health, past and present, who are milking the coffers of this country, who go out and buy equipment. And what they do, they have the hospital sending the patients to their facility. And they make millions of the poor people of this country. Millions of dollars. You have Darrell Vaz spending $1.4 billion on some old dilapidated school buses. That $1.4 billion could help to buy equipment for the hospitals of this country. Listen to some more of this.
Motivation by the hospital management to procure items that have not been requested by senior medical staff. They wrote plainly, this raises questions regarding financial and accounting practices of the hospital.
Here, this raises questions regarding financial and accountable practices of the hospital. And my sister, this raises questions regarding financial and accountable practices of the hospital. You know what that means? The front desk collecting money from the poor patients, and somebody within the higher up of the hospital getting the money, not the hospital. There is no accountability. It's a free for all. And when they go there, they treat the patients as if they are nothing. You hear nothing from the Ministry of Health and the Minister of Health pertaining to what Dr. Dawes is saying. Not a single word. And it's to show you that Dr. Dawes is not lying. It's to show you that they have no regard for the people of this country. I want you all to listen to me now. Listen to this keenly on what Dr. Dawes is saying. Please, people, listen to it.
The Auditor General confirmed every single concern that the staff had raised. And even worse.
You hear? The staff have been raising concern over this for how long? And you hear nothing. No management address the concerns of the staff of the UHWI. No one. Yet Dr. Tufton have the audacity and the nerves to be telling nurses who left Jamaica, who live in the United States, Canada, to come back home and rebuild your nation when the corruption and the nepotism continue in this country. The mother must come back home to a corrupt institution, a corrupt government. Let me play something here for you. I can take off Dr. Dawes for a minute and play something here for you all. Listen to this. And not because it comes out of the mouth of this gentleman here, but listen to this. Keenly listen to this.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.
You hear that? There is absolutely no way this country can move forward. It takes all of us, all hands on deck, to fight the corruption in this country. And it's full time that we the people stop hands and gloves these people. It is full time that we the people in the diaspora stand up and say enough is enough. The level of corruption and nepotism is humbugging our health sector in this country. Listen to some of Dr. Dawes is saying.
The UHWI failed to provide procurement documentation for 51 contracts valued at
51 contracts. And those contracts were given to the friends and cronies. 51 contracts. Listen how much it value.
at $521 million.
$521 million. And I guarantee you that those contracts, the prices for those things that they're buying is less than what they put on the paper. 51 contracts values over $500 million. And we, the people in this country, every 5 years we get up. And all we can do is go out there. Shower, warara, mumama, pirara. And after the election is over, we suffer and dead like a dog in this country. Where our poor grandmothers and grandfathers and we ourselves can't afford the health care in this country. Because what? Our money, our taxpayers' money is going down the drain. And you have some nincompoop who continue saying that we in the diaspora don't pay taxes. Shutting them out. We have properties down there. We pay taxes like anybody else. And it's full time we take ourselves out of this politics and look for this country. Contract valuing over $500 million. Huh? And we still have no equipment in the hospitals, then?
No requisitions, no tender documents.
Here? No requisitions, no tender documents, but yet they got the contracts.
No bid submissions, no evaluation reports, nothing.
You hear? No evaluation report, nothing. Jamaicans, put away politics for once and for all in your life and think about this piece of rock we call home. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. You have our elderly going up to the Stony Hill Health Center. They have no chairs to sit on. When they go up there, the pharmacy sometimes they have not in the medication to give them. What sort of system is this in this country? And we, the people, sit down and every 5 years we get up and go vote. What are we voting for? What are we voting for in this country? When if Dr. Tough Tongue, Tararang, knee hurt him and take a flight gone to Miami. on the back of the Jamaican people, the back of the taxpayers of this country. If take a flight in Ghana, Miami, while poor we can't take a flight to Miami. You know who pay the politicians' insurance? We the people. We pay the health insurance. How many Jamaicans have health insurance in this country? How many Jamaicans have a health insurance? How many Jamaicans have a life insurance? How many? How many Jamaicans have health insurance, much as life insurance? And we, the people, pay these politicians the health insurance. We pay for them dog for yam, chicken, mac and steak. And we can't afford chicken, mac and steak. We pay for them helper. We pay for everything. And what they do to us, slap us in our face. Contracts to their friends and cronies and no accountability in this country.
The Auditor General stated that this served to corrupt the process engaged to procure goods, services, and works.
Here? You hear? Let's play this again.
Stated that this served to corrupt the process engaged to procure goods, services, and works.
My God.
But the problems went deeper. The UHWI routinely engaged in what the Auditor General called retrospective procurement, inviting suppliers to bid for goods and services after they had already been delivered and the works already completed.
So that means that somebody at the University of West Indies Hospital is involved.
The bid invitations.
That means that someone at the University of West Indies Hospital is involved in nepotism and cronyism. And the FID should be called in. MOCA should be called in. MOCA should investigate and call in, and who must go prison, go prison. It cannot be, according to my late friend Mutty Perkins, it cannot be only the people who live below a crossroad go to prison in this country. It cannot be. Yes, it's full time. Some of these permanent secretaries, Jeffrey behave. Some of these politicians, some of these CEOs of these hospitals, some of them must go to prison. Prison should be calling at their door, knocking at their door. But we face a problem in this country that we, the people, will go out there and say, left him alone, left Prince Andrew alone, left Prince Tufton alone. Want to see what happened with the market me issue? How many babies on the Tufton hand died and nothing comes out of it? Good morning to all who are watching us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Like up the live feed. Like up the live feed and subscribe to it, please. And share it. Jamaica is in crisis. Our health sector is in serious, fundamental problem. Watch some more of Dr. Dawes. When I finish this, I want you to bombard the telephone and call in and talk about this.
Implied that a legitimate competitive process had taken place when in fact the outcome was already predetermined. If this sounds familiar, it is due to the fact that another Ministry of Health and Wellness scandal recently featured payment for services after the fact but were labeled as reimbursements.
You hear? You hear? You know, see what's going on? You all see what is going on in this country. You all see the nepotism, the blatant corruption under Andrew Holness' watch.
Examples of this included the purchase of 41 laptops and renovations to multiple facilities.
Hear that? 41 laptops and renovation of facilities. I see wearing down on the thing here. Wi-Fi recovery at $19.133 million. Payment was not made as of August 19th, 2025. Listen to more of what Dr. Dawes is saying.
The staff clinic, the occupational building, doctor's quarters, daycare nursery, wards 17 to 20, and the Wi-Fi building, valued at a whopping $69.2 million, where the UHWI only began inviting bids after the goods were delivered.
But hold on there. After the goods were delivered? So that means, come on people, think. That means that they are doing things under the table after the goods was delivered. Jesus Christ in heaven, look down from on high upon this nation.
And the works completed. The hospital also spent $186,600 on consultants, supposedly to develop strategic and operational reviews. Yet, when the auditors asked for the approved strategic plans done by those consultants, they could not be provided.
Here? You know what they're doing? You know what they're doing? I'm going to take on this for a little bit here. I'll put this right here. So, you know what they're doing, my fellow Jamaicans? They are padding the bills left, right, and center. Listen to me. Politician in the House of Parliament, the thief. Permanent secretaries in the Ministry of Health, the thief. Permanent secretaries in the Ministry of Education, thiefing. JUTC managers and so-called managers all for the indicators and brake light, them thieving too. Everybody thieving. Every God in heaven soul in this country nyamina food. It's gonna take years. All when me and you gone to Jamaica, the corruption in this country now go stop until we, the people, we, the Jamaican people, demand accountability in this country. Huh? After everything, good God Almighty, what kind of heart these people have? What kind of heart these people have? The Ministry of Labor and Social Security, them they rob left, right, and center, you know. Because Sister Tem, me carry Sister Tem go down there. But then you get the card, if you go to ATM machine, Sister Tem card. I post Sister Tem, no know how to use the card, you know. Sister Tem card went inside the machine. She put the card inside there and she must put in the wrong number. And the card thief. The machine thief her card. We went down to the Ministry of Labor. Explained to them. They said to her, okay, ma'am, we will refund the money and we'll give her another card. Until now, she get no money. The part program money go back to somebody. Hello. So thiefness going on down at the Ministry of Labor, you see? This country is in serious crisis. So thiefness they go on. I don't think I know where they go on. They go on long time. But now it worse. It was a It was a now. Some nepotism and cronyism going on. And we, the people, sit down in this country and accept it. And the Jamaicans who live in the Jamaican diaspora, all them looking for, you know, all them working for is the order of old dead donkey. That's all them working for. The order of distinction, and the order of this and the order of that. Oh Lord, I was with the Prime Minister, we had dinner with the Prime Minister, while our people are suffering in this country. What sort of government, listen to me. The change that we seek in this country will never come from the two political parties. We, the people, must be the change that we seek. This is some of what Dr. Dawes is saying.
Money paid out and nothing to show for it.
Here, money paid out and nothing to show for it. Financial murder. How you can get away with financial murder in this country?
Absolutely nothing. The UHWI misused its status to import $76 million worth of goods for 4 private companies, costing taxpayers $23.1 million.
Hold on there. Hold on. They get gray and grayer. What Dr. Dawes said a while ago? Well, Dr. Dawes said is the Auditor General said. Listen to what Dr. Dawes said, because me not hear good. Remember rewind this.
Import $76 million worth of goods.
$76 million worth of goods was imported for private companies in this country by the criminals who run UHWI.
For 4 private companies, costing taxpayers $23.1 million.
Costing taxpayers $23.1 million? Where are we living? Where are we truly living in this country? Where are we living? Are we living in Jamaica? Where are we living? See there? I am being told that at the Stony Hill Health Center, whenever they reach there early in the morning, they have to stand up outside. There's nobody there. And when anybody comes, they have to still stand up outside. This is the country that is saying that Jamaicans must come home. Jamaicans must come home when our health sector is in crisis. Huh? They import goods into the country for a private company, costing taxpayers millions of dollars. Listen to some more of this.
In lost revenue. In one case, the hospital imported cups and dishes for a private company, then purchased those same items back for $6.9 million.
What? Purchase cups and dishes for a private entity costing millions of dollars, then went back and purchased the cup from the private company. Good God Almighty. And you tell me, say nobody now go to prison for this? You're telling me that nobody will be charged for all of this? This need more than Mocha. This need MI6, the FBI, the CIA, the Caribbean Court of Justice, the International Court in The Hague. You see, until they send somebody to prison in this country and make an example of them, Jamaica will never come better.
In another, waste bins worth $6.6 million were imported for a private entity.
Here, the waste bins, is that the medical waste bins where put all the needles and the CC syringe and stuff in there, They bring it in for a private company worth $23 million. Listen to some more of this.
Saving them $3 million in duties. Then the UHWI turned around and bought the bins back for $11 million.
But Almighty Jesus. Who is the financial controller for the UHWI? Who is the CEO for the UHWI? The financial control and the CEO for the UHWI should be brought up. Mocha should be investigating this. And they should be brought before the court of this country. But of course, this is Jamaica. Only the poor people who live below a crossroad will see prison. But those of the effluence of society, those who are the Vumva, on the Vumva via Narbrook and Cherry Garden, will never see the doorstep of a prison door. And taxpayers in this country suffering. And every 5 years we get up and we jump up and down. Per motorcade all over the place. That's what, hello. They're taking us for a bunch of idiots. We're a bunch of kunumunus. We are a bunch of kunumunus. We're a bunch of nincompoops in this country.
And cover the remaining import duties of nearly $1 million.
You hear that? The University of West Indies Hospital are bringing in stuff for private companies and turn and buy it back from them. So not only those who own the private company smiling all the way to the bank, they're smiling even more to the bank. And those who are in charge of the UHWI, don't tell me the minister don't know about this. Do not tell me the Ministry of Health and the minister don't know about this. Prison. One by one, they must go to prison in this country. One by one, they must go to prison in this country. Jamaicans, wake up.
Again, we have seen this pattern before. Remember that neurosurgical drill that was bought by the Southeast Regional Health Authority and brought in duty-free, saving the company millions of dollars in taxes, and later sold to the same Sarah for $31 million?
You hear that?
Is there a common thread to all this? We must ask.
You hear that? Well, let's rewind this again. Listen to this.
Remember that neurosurgical drill that was bought by the South.
See there? $31 million drill. And until now, not a single soul is held accountable for this. The minister still sit there as Minister of Health and Wellness. Listen to some more of this.
Southeast Regional Health Authority and brought in duty-free, saving the company millions of dollars.
Saving the company, a friend and crony. Listen to some more of this.
In taxes, and later sold to the same Sarah for $31 million.
You're there. Sarah bring it in, and the company sell it back to Sarah. But almighty Jesus. No. In my head.
Is there a common thread to all?
And this man, this Minister of Health here, right here, this man still remains Jamaica's Minister of Health. Under his watch, the level of nepotism and cronyism, the level of corruption under his watch, and he still remains Minister of Health. In any other modern democracy, this man would have gone long time. In any other modern democracy, neither him nor ADawes would be sitting in the Parliament of Jamaica. In any other modern democracy, Darrell Vaz and Christopher Tufton would have never sit in the Parliament. But we sit down and accept it. And if election call tomorrow morning, Jamaicans got them vote for them same way. Put them back in.
All this, we must ask. The UHWI scandal is not isolated. It is a part of a systemic procurement crisis across the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Hear that? A procurement crisis across the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And you're telling me that neither the Minister of Health, nor the Permanent Secretary, nor the Prime Minister know anything about this? I am being told, reliable sources. I see this Hurricane Melissa relief fund. Bang around the Guana Jamaica house. Hold on there. I am being told from reliable sources that the whole relief, the Hurricane Melissa Relief Fund, bang around the Guana Jamaica house. Because some of them begs with each other and I get none of the money. They fly come to Miami, a Hard Rock Cafe. All of them come up the whole no chat pan mic, they dance. And money go down in the handbag again. The Jamaican diaspora sit down and not say nothing. You see what they're going on with us? And we hands and gloves them because what? They are not doing nothing that's wrong. Only we chat all kind of nonsense. We bring down the country. Because what? Them are die-hearted, labor right are die-hearted comrades. We must wake up. And the People's National Party, as full-time the People's National Party, speak to the people of this country and lead a mass protest from Negril Point to Moran Point and demand accountability in this country. It's full-time the Prime Minister of this country asked Tufton to resign. What sort of nonsense is this? Millions of dollars. When you talk about this, there are some idiots in this country, all because they can't see the color green. If Dr. Dawes own the company, I have shares in the company, will he be coming and talking about this? If Dr. Alfred Dawes did have shares in this company, or in a company that they said buying equipment for UHWI, would he be coming out and talking about this? Why can't we think? Why we have a cabeza worse than Riverton Dump? Why can't we think in this country? If this man, if Dr. Alfred Dawes did have shares in any company that align with UHWI, would he be coming out and talking about this? We must wake up.
In October 2025, the Integrity Commission released a damning report on the ministry's misuse of direct contracting, a procurement method meant only for contracts under $500,000.
You hear that? The Ministry of Health misused contracts. Listen to this.
Or in genuine emergencies. The commission found that 15 contracts totaling $78.6 million were awarded using direct contracting.
Oh, God Almighty. Father alone will know all about it. Jamaicans, cheer up. I want this nation in 2025. I am no one a man, nor do I profess to be a prophet. But I ask Almighty God, when you're doing anything, Father God, shake Jamaica House. Shake the parliament of this country. Shake King's House with them in there, Lord. Remember the poor people of this country, Father God. You see what they're doing to the poor people of this country, Jesus. Mighty God of Daniel, shake King's House. Shake Jamaica House, Father God. Shake the parliament of this country with them in there. You see what they're doing to poor people in this country? Mighty God of Daniel, enough is enough. What a wicked set of people them. What a wicked set of people them. My God. Listen to some more of this, please.
In direct breach of the Ministry of Finance guideline.
Here? In direct breach of the Ministry of Finance guideline. And what has the Ministry of Finance does? What has the Minister of Finance does? We have a Minister of Finance where may God Almighty help her. We have a Minister of Finance who, she's a great, listen to me. Favor know about finance, you know. Favor don't make her money through politics, you know. Favor make her money long time before she go into politics. Minister Williams know about finance. But Minister Williams is being threatened somewhere. She have to keep her mouth shut. What sort of country is this? When will the people realize that they're being taken for a bunch of kunomono? Was on Mr. Rattigan program last night. And one idiot come on the program saying why we don't talk about the company that Dr. Dawes own. What company did Dr. Dawes own? If Dr. Alfred Dawes did have shares in any company, will this man be coming on social media and the radio and Glean and whatever and speaking out about it? What is wrong with us in this country? Father, how long, mighty God? No, man, listen to this.
The report also found that the minister created a perceived conflict of interest.
You there? You don't know who this is? You remember what Andre called her again? Jeffrey can't call it on this program here, you know. Where Andre Stevenson call her again? The Benzwa? You see this? And until now, this man still remains Jamaica's Minister of Finance, Minister of Health. Tufton market me head. Finally declare friendship before $80 million in contract. Huh? Where Andre call her again? Look there. On a private plane. This is a plane, you know. It look like I want plane or some, well, Jeffrey don't know where this is. Anyway, behave yourself. And the minister, Dr. Tufton, still remain Jamaica's Minister of Health. And don't be surprised. He may become the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party soon. Hey, Jesus, help us, Lord. Listen to some more of this.
And that he appeared to advance private interests. While the commission stopped short of calling it criminal, it described the conduct as ethically problematic.
Well, we don't call it criminality because the Auditor General have to use some highfalutin words, you know. But the Jamaican people understand this. It's criminality going on. Thiefness. We don't use no highfalutin words. Downright criminality.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, the same pattern was seen. An Auditor General report found that the Ministry of Health and Wellness...
Hold on there. Make this bigger so you can't see it. Because Jeffrey Tavares has been talking about the pandemic mismanagement of funds by the Labour Party government. And nothing comes out of it, Jamaica. And we sit down in this country and accept everything. Millions of dollars gone down the drain for taxpayers. To watch this thing keenly. I start back home, I'm going to see it. Listen to this.
In pandemic, the same pattern was seen. An Auditor General report found that the Ministry of Health and Wellness made payments totaling $337 million to 7 hotels for quarantine facilities.
Here? You hear? $337 million to 7 hotels and guest houses for quarantine purposes. And I was told, it was all over the paper, that they bought how much TV. Where are those TV, Dr. Tufton? Where are those televisions? God almighty, boy.
But yet, they only had formal contracts with only one. The 6 providers
Hold on there. You hear that? Hold on there. Start back this over. Listen to this keenly.
problematic. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the same pattern was seen. An Auditor General report found that the Ministry of Health and Wellness made payments totaling $337 million to 7 hotels.
7 hotels, you know. 337. Listen. Hello. Students. Listen keenly. $337 million to 7 hotels and guest houses. But they have contract for only one. Listen to this.
For quarantine facilities, but yet they only had formal contracts with only one.
They have formal contract with only one. Dr. Christopher Tufton and the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health must come and tell the Jamaican people how this money was spent.
The 6 providers without contracts received a total of $293 million.
Hold on there. The other... Well, I can play about this thing. Dr. Dawes, hold on to Dr. Dawes.
Received a total of 200, but yet they only had formal contracts with only one. The 6 providers without contracts received a total of...
The 6 providers without any contracts. You hear that? The 6 providers without any contract. We're going to open the phone lines, you know. And I want you to call in and talk to us what is going on in our country. Put away politics. The 6 other providers without any contracts was granted how much money, Dr. Dawes?
$293 million.
$293 million. Hold on there. I can go back over here, sir. You hear this? Listen to this.
7 hotels for quarantine facilities, but yet they...
7 hotels for quarantine facilities, totaling $337 million. Yet they only have contract for one.
Only had formal contracts with only one. The 6 providers without contracts received a total of $293 million.
The 6 providers without any contracts get a total of $200 million mash. Dr. Christopher Tufton still sit as Jamaica's Minister of Health. What sort of wickedness going on in this country? If it was listen to me, I am not inciting anything, you know. But the people of Sri Lanka spoke and said enough is enough. The Jamaican people, all they think about is their party. They don't give a flying kahuna what happened to this country. And members of the Jamaican diaspora, all them think about is to get order of old dead donkey. An order of this and order of that. Listen to some more of this.
The ministry also paid $124 million to 8 suppliers for infrastructural works without any contracts in place.
You hear that? The Ministry of Health paid $124 million to 8 suppliers for infrastructural work between January 2020 and June of 2020.
And did not report this to the National Contracts Commission.
You know? They did not report. Dr. Tufton, Dr. Christopher Tufton, you have an absolute duty, a solemn duty to answer to the people of this country. Dr. Christopher Tufton, You need to answer to the Jamaican people. Listen to this. What a wicked set of people.
In the justification for using direct contracting. There were also regulatory breaches in the preparation of payment vouchers, with the Auditor General noting weaknesses in controls over the COVID-19 fixed asset acquisitions and an inability to confirm how $174 million transferred to other agencies was used.
You hear that? I'm telling you something, you know. Want to fail to understand. I can tell you something with the going in this country. They pray for disaster hit this country, but they can nyam money. You hear me? They nyam money in the pandemic, and then nyamming money now in the Hurricane Melissa and Hurricane Beryl. They nyamming money. See, when they nyam taxpayers' money for the $1.4 billion school bus, they nyam the money. We must call a spade a spade. If in any other modern democracy, those who said they spend $1.4 billion on school buses would be in prison.
The absence of procurement documents to justify the $561 million spent at UHWI is a cause for concern.
Hear that? You hear? It's just money after money being spent. And our poor people in this country have no bed to sleep on. There is no medication to give to them. No CC syringe, no IV fluid, dextrosaline, sodium chloride. Hospital operating theater have no proper air condition unit. And we every 5 years voting these criminals.
Especially in light of overpricing and manipulation of the bidding process seen in the Ministry of Health. There was a $31 million neurosurgical drill purchased for the Bustamante Hospital for Children in 2025 that highlighted this practice. I then raised serious questions about the procurement process, alleging that the drill was overpriced and that bid manipulation had occurred. I also pointed out that comparable neurosurgical drills are available internationally for a fraction of the...
You hear that? And no one, when you go over TikTok, you hear those uneducated people that is from my country chatting pure nonsense. Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help I have but you, O Lord. If thou should withdraw thy hand from this country, Jamaica, mighty God of Daniel, when you're shaking, Father God, shake Parliament with them in there. I am asking you, Father, I can't tell you what, but I'm asking you. Remember the poor people of this country. But remember the King Nebuchadnezzar of Jamaica. And when you're shaking this beloved island of ours, God, I'm asking you, when all the former and present thieves and criminals sitting there, God, shake it with them in there.
Cost between $3 million and $5 million. Yet Sarah, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, approved a $31 million purchase as a result of the vendors breaking up the drill set and pricing each component, even the power cord.
You hear that? You see how wicked these people is? When my phone charger, let me show you something here. Don't get a very power card. You know what a power card is? If you have a phone and you plug in your phone, you plug the phone to the socket. the criminals, the wicked people, them charge him for that to the taxpayers of this country. I want to tell him that Dr. Tufton still remains Jamaica's Minister of Health? Huh? Dr. Tufton still remains Jamaica's Minister of Health. This is what we have going on in this country. And Dana Morris Dixon, Mandy, what should I call she again? Dana Morris Dixon, she not said that people are spreading fake news. Is this fake news, Dana Morris Dixon? Is this fake news? What sort of country is this? And every 5 years, Andrew take off in Clarks and he walk hills and valley from Drunkard Mountain to Blue Mountain to Dolphin Head Mountain. He walk up on the water, go to Island and go vote. And this is the wickedness you're doing to the people of this country.
Separately, court documents filed by the supplier reveal that the Ministry of Health itself was the importer of the drill.
Yeah. You hear this? The Ministry of Health under Dr. Christopher Tufton imported the drill. Good God Almighty. Father, I'm not calling your name in vain, Lord. But if you're not too busy, stop by Jamaica, God. Show Dr. Tufton and Andrew Holness a sign, Daddy. Show the government a sign in our country, Lord. Show them a sign that you're still God. Somewhere in St. Matthew, I think it's St. Matthew 5, you speak about the poor. Father, our poor people are suffering. Show Andrew Holness, government, that you are still God. Shake Parliament with them in there, Lord. What a wicked set of people.
And that the procurement was facilitated through standard operating procedures. Yet Sarah, in its public statements, never disclosed the ministry's role in facilitating the import.
You hear that? You hear that? And you're telling me that Dr. Christopher Tufton and his permanent secretary don't know about this? And they gave Dr. Tufton Jamaica's National Award? I tell you all the while, you know. I don't want no order of dead donkey because criminals, child molesters are getting those things and I don't want to be a part of it. Listen to some more of this.
Despite the threats of lawsuits that I received that my allegations were false and defamatory, this procurement of the neurosurgical drill is currently being investigated by the Integrity Commission.
And the funniest thing, when the Integrity Commission investigate this, who will be held accountable? Will the Jamaican people see somebody in some silver bangle? Or is it the poor people who live below Crossroad who go into silver bangles? When the Integrity Commission do their investigation and file their report, will there be a person or persons handcuffed and taken away and go before the court of law in this country and let justice be served for the poor people of Jamaica?
This is the same minister who, after the Integrity Commission exposed the improper $80 million contracts, spoke about strengthening procurement practices.
You hear? You hear? He still sits. And all of this, the mismanagement of Corvette money, Huh? How much dead babies? Mismanagement going on in the health sector same way. And this man still sits as Jamaica's Minister of Health. In no other modern democracy, I mean, I stop saying it. In no other modern democracy, this man would have still sit as Jamaica as the Minister of Health for that country. Only in Jamaica.
The same minister who assured the country that systems were sound, even as scandal after scandal emerged. So how does this really work? How do you award hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts with no documentation whatsoever?
All right. Good question, Dr. Dawes. How do you award contracts of millions and millions of dollars and no documentation? What then take with her? Anybody, the baby who just born can understand that this is a bunch of robbery.
How do you bypass competitive bidding, misuse tax exemptions, and overpay for basic equipment, all while telling the public that everything is fine? Well, here's the playbook. 1. Sideline the clinicians. Keep the frontline doctors and consultants, nurses, and the end users out of the procurement decision-making process. That way, the needs list reflect management priorities, not patient care and staff priorities.
You hear that? Not patient care and staff priorities. Keywords, you know.
If they are to be included, give them an option that is impossible to select when compared with the option that you want to be seen as chosen through a process that is above board. 2. Use retrospective procurement. Award contracts, receive goods, complete works, then hold a fake bidding process after the fact.
And that's exactly what they're doing. A fake bidding process. Fake. That is what they did. A fake bidding process.
Create the appearance of compliance. 3. Abuse emergency provisions. Use the direct contracting and single source methods for contracts that should go to competitive tender, citing urgency even when no genuine emergency exists.
Good God in heaven. Jamaicans, we're going to open the phone lines. Let's do some more of this.
4. Don't keep records. If there are no contracts, no evaluation reports, no procurement files, then auditors cannot prove anything was done improperly.
Hear that? Genius. You see? You see what they did? The person who's in charge of the financial department of the UHWI and the CEO, you see what they did? There is no paperwork to trace anything. No paperwork at all to trace anything. I'm going to put up the number. No paperwork at all to trace anything. My God, the number, it's also a WhatsApp number, 954-529-8030. We're going to stop. Hold on. Let's finish this first, though. Let's finish this part first.
5. Protect the powerful. When scandals break, create a review committee to kill the story, issue vague statements about procedural improvements, and wait for the news cycle to move on. And 6. Splinter the contracts so they do not meet the threshold for further interrogation. This is how a ministry gets away with financial murder. This is not about one drill, one hospital, or one scandal. This is about a system designed and maintained to reward the connected and punish the honest. A system where $521 million can be spent without a single piece of documentation, where tax exemptions meant to protect
$521 and 21 million Jamaican dollars have been spent, and there is no trace of any paperwork. And Dr. Tufton still sit as Jamaica's Minister of Health. And the Prime Minister don't ask any question about this. None whatsoever.
The patients are used to enrich private companies, and where the minister responsible continues to insist that everything is irie and under control. In the next episode, we look at the people at the center of this system, the Manchester boys they call them, and
I'm gonna play that too. I have it here. But we have to get some phone calls in. Come on, people. 954-529-8030. Nearer, my God, to thee. What a mouthful. What a mouthful. Hello, good morning. Make we talk here live.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry to speak. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Why I'm good enough, but may I tell you, the country gone to backside, brother.
More than backside, Mr.
No. How much more Jamaican would have go make we sit down and take this? You imagine, and these people with their eyes so dry like a puss broke pork that night. Mr. Prime Minister, you are the chief servant of the country. We live in a democratic country, sir. You do not expect everybody to go vote for you. Or ever use the Prime Minister for every Jack Mandora at Jamaica. Mr. Prime Minister, put on your heart. This cannot continue like this. This is terrible, sir. You are suffering the people, the innocent, the baby when not born yet. Christopher Tufton, you are not only supposed to resign, you're supposed to do your time, you need to go to prison and pay back your money. Doctors and nurses are our essential workers. They are traumatized. They are human beings. They have their families like everybody else. How can a doctor or a nurse be performing CPR on a ground? On the floor, but we chat, but we say ground. Eh? How can a patient be stepping over dead bodies? No, imagine, Jeffrey. You're in the medical, so you can have a little more used to it. No, a patient in a hospital, sick, dying to come out. And I forget better, and when he look, him and dead, he want to go in a bathroom, and I feel take up a dead body to go to a bathroom. How happen? People scared. One thing says somebody there, why?
And when you talk about these things, they say a lie, you're telling.
Rat at the CPR, rat at the injection, rat at cook food, rat at empty bin, rat at do what kind of something that? It's a prime minister, man. Private sector people, churches and all career fee 75 million. Who no can't come up and say something? Civil society, we're not there. We're not there, we're not here, we're not see. The Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, come on, man. Not because, but still for all. One Jamaica, we say, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. Almighty God, I promise to serve. No. When national pledge go? The national pledge, that's right.
Hello. They don't say the national pledge, my good lady. Miss Peter don't say the national pledge. They don't even say the national anthem. The only way these people who are governing this country gonna wake up. You see, until God shake them in the right and proper way.
Yeah, but God doing knowledge to we can't leave everything from him. He said, put your shoulder to the wheel and I will let you turn it. So we need to get up and go out there, not Mark Golden. Sir Golden, do not come here no protest. I call upon the woman, the mothers, the wives, the sisters, the auntie in this country. Let us get up and ride up and go out there. Pure woman in white. Let us go out there, either white or black. No man, we don't want a man out there. Not near man. Just woman.
Women must go out there.
Me no want, yes, me no want Mr. Golden nowhere out there. Then go tell lie and frame him, say, him orchestrate this and that. We don't want a man for go drink no rum and do foolishness. Woman, pure woman. And we ride with placard. And go up there, go stand decently. And do what we have to do. Make the world see what is happening. It cannot continue like this. It cannot. Regardless of what party you swear allegiance to, it doesn't matter because you have a right to be a Labourite, you have a right to be a PNP. But the politics gone now. We have a right to come together and stand for what is right for our children. See, America saying, no want nobody over there, visa lockdown, so we're not going to run go. Fix for no yard. Let us fix our one home. This is where they bring me from Africa go left way. They came from Africa go left way, so after we, and we have to defend it. We are going to let other people to come defend it for you. Then we not live nowhere. And Mr. Prime Minister, sir, question me I ask. And the media of Jamaica, the media. The State Department, me never state then call you, because I'm not so bright. Put out one something. Put out an article, yes, article, or a letter. Say them have a conversation with our dear Prime Minister. But what Mr. Pan the State Department paper, I know that Mr. Pan an observer. Me not see nothing about in narco, drugs and gun in the local media.
I if my memory serves me correctly, because I had a statement coming from the office of the Prime Minister, and I think that was in it. So I don't know what the media houses got, but a release from the Prime Minister of Jamaica came out when he had a discussion with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. I don't know, Miss P. I think I don't know. The fundamental thing we seek in this country, Miss P, when that come from the political parties, you know, it's we the people who get the change. We the people.
That is what we're saying. And when you're in a country, and the state minister of state, you call him, for a different foreign country, if you call you, every minute call you in a private. It not look good, something at the pot of boil, we don't know what.
No, hold on, Miss P.
It's a rock stone or a food.
Hold on, Miss P. Let me explain something to you. The secretaries of state, former secretaries of state and former prime ministers of this country has gotten private calls from secretaries of state more than one time pertaining to issues like maybe visa or narcotics or whatever. They have. So I'm not going to say there's anything boiling in the pot, because I know for a fact that former secretaries of state have spoken to former prime ministers before when they were prime minister, when they were secretary of state. So with this issue here now, I don't know. It has happened before where, he has called privately and speak to them that we don't even know about.
Yes, Jeffrey. We know that countries have to have them diplomatic dialogue and things. Right. But this one, we're not so full car. When a foreign like that, the man they don't call, the media used to put out everything and say, look here, Jeffrey Tavares call on the behalf of an orange. And this is what they are saying about the orange. And I told him about the orange, said the orange carry enough seed. I may have an next orange when I have the seed. And I tell him, but this a city, everything I keep private secret, extra secret. There are secret. We cannot be told to the public, we understand that we know for fool. But the Prime Minister now come out. Former Prime Minister used to come out with their mouth, make press conference.
You know,
I tell it to the media.
You know, Miss P.
Out of one mouth, not paper, out of mouth.
You know, Miss P. When last have
Yeah.
this Prime Minister addressed this nation?
I tell you no count, and nobody, sir.
When last have you
Wait a
said,
minute,
when last have you heard an address to the nation by the Prime Minister of Jamaica coming up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
A long time I hear that. And back then you used to hear them announce it. Come Thursday, the XY month of the year at X time, the Prime Minister will be addressing the nation about the topic of this and topic of that. We used to do those things, them things that cut out. And bad man things are going. Bad man thing. My way or the highway. No dialogue, no talking. There's nothing the whole time. The few of them were idiots when election call. They walk past sea like Jesus. Right? Then fly like eagle. Then do everything. They are 2 o'clock at night. People in them bed, them are growing with microphone and wake you up like a ghost. Eh? And now when they come now to deal with you, with the cities of the country. Look here. As me say, I'm in a top system, I'm in a Ghana university. But a nation or a country we do not have a health facility to take care of people. What are going to be the end night?
It's a failed state, Miss P. Failed state.
Mr. Tufton are going to tell people that they figure breed. Young people not having no children and the man them back weak and all type of foolishness. Now, Mr. Tufton, you are tell me, say, them are picnic, them are young people, we have encyclopedia in their hand. And what think conscious. I go get up and breathe, and I go, and when they come off of the labor bed, then step up over one dead body, sir.
What labor bed? So
and when they
fill it on him too?
And then none feel lie down for them, I go up the on the floor. And when they in the errata, I say, good morning, miss. How is your pressure? Have you used the bathroom from morning, ma'am? Or would you like me to so and so? They rat them. Eh? And you are no crony, who no sit down, and no do foolishness, and when people talk, who no begs, and Cliff use. Cliff. We never Cliff for that Cliff than your name, but they say Cliff use. Make I tell you something. The Cliff use where I know then is not the Cliff use I know now. You're a diabolically wicked. Anything this country befall, you are giantly responsible. You're one-sided, you're cruel, you're wicked, you're not art. And whatever you do, you shall surely come down. Because remember, Naomi Francis, tell the young man up on you with verses, say, them don't have them don't know them boundary. When the young man was only asking a question to what they need, that lady look on the young man and say, they don't know them boundary. As if you must ask the Prime Minister a certain question because there's a boundary. And the person never asked him about in bedroom life. Right, but where is she now? Where is she now? All right.
Good afternoon. Make we talk to you live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tavares.
Good afternoon.
Calling from the UK.
Hi.
Hi. So happy New Year. I haven't spoken
Same
to you.
Happy New Year to you, my dear.
Happy to you. Stay on topic. I found Dr. Dawes's segments very interesting.
It is.
It is very detailed. Okay. He's not just speaking off the cuff, he's producing the evidence.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the thing is that he started this on Sunday, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
To start putting out these little nitpicks. Okay. You've not heard anything from the governing party. Nothing at all. Yeah. They've not even run out to do no press conference. Yeah. But to see Christopher Tufton sitting in the Houses of Parliament yesterday. Yeah. Okay. With a smile on his face, like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. Yeah. With all that's been exposed. I think they're sitting down, they're looking at all the information, okay, that is coming out from Dr. Dawes, right?
Yes.
Waiting to rebut it. But I want to see how they're going to rebut it because Dr. Dawes has presented the evidence. Yeah? He's presented the evidence.
Look at this, scholar. If they had
Mhm.
nothing to rebut, they'd have done so long time ago, you know. They have nothing to rebut.
Well, look, a lot of this is very damning, and don't get me wrong, right, I don't really listen much of other stations. I'm particular in terms of who I tune into. Yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is that he's done it in such a way that anyone can understand what he's saying.
Indeed.
Yeah, right. Kept it nice and simple, and that's what I like about it, the way it's been presented. Yeah, and not too much information overload as well. Yeah, I liked how you presented it. Yeah, by playing it bit by bit. Yeah,
Yes.
and if necessary, replay a certain segment.
Yes.
Yeah, so excellent on your part. Yeah, but looking at this information, yeah, do you believe, yeah, that this is just happening in the Ministry of Health? I think this is happening right across the board.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I said. I said every single government entity in this country
Yes,
is
yes,
filled and riddled with corruption.
yes. Okay. And listen, I've worked in procurement for over 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah, in the UK. Yeah. Now, you're going to have your procurement policy. Yeah. You're going to have your processes. You're going to have your systems. Yeah. And then it's the people using those systems. Yeah. Okay. So this is widespread embezzlement, you know. If the money, the taxpayers' money, is being embezzled by the very people that are there to provide government services. Yeah. This is widespread because it's not one or two people, but those are the ones that are responsible. The ministers are accountable. There's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah. So remember, every budget reading, they get an allotted amount of money to run that ministry. Yeah. Right. I know that they talk about this consolidated fund. Yeah. Where everything that's coming in goes into this big pot called the consolidated fund. Yeah. But the way that they're spending this money, every single one of those companies that got goods or services and got the tax exemption, yeah, should be prosecuted. Yeah, and all the all the duties they should have paid by not getting the tax exemption, they're supposed to get that back and money on top of it. Yeah, listen, I'm sitting here and waiting to see what happens because if this dies and no one is prosecuted and goes to jail for this, yeah, don't talk about paying no fines. People need to go to prison for this.
Of course,
prison. Yeah. Okay, when you look at our brothers and our sisters laying on hospital floors, right?
But
okay, not being able to get medication.
You know something,
right?
caller?
Come on.
You know something, caller?
Yeah.
It amazes me, you know, how the Jamaican people sit down and accept all of this thing that's going on. It amazes me.
It amazes me as well, Mr. Tavares. Okay, they're too calm.
It amazes me also how the members of the Jamaican diaspora in London, Canada, the United States, and all over the place just sit down, hear what is going on in the country, and they believe the politicians over the Jamaican people.
Yes, they do. Okay, they do. One of the things that I'm going to say that I'm a proud British citizen, born and bred here. Yeah, but we don't take that kind of rubbish, right? You remember what's his name? The MP, is it Warmington, that came out and talked about how many prime ministers we've changed, right, and everything. Listen, when they start their foolishness, we get them out of office. Time to go. Yeah, we ain't putting up with it. Yeah, but what I'm saying, the scale of this embezzlement, and Cornwall Regional Hospital is yet to come out either. The money for Cornwall Regional Hospital. The report is yet to come out, you know.
They put their friends and cronies in it. They'll put people who is chef, the project manager.
Yes.
My God.
The people of Jamaica are being ripped off left, right, and center by the same people that are there to provide them with the services that they need. And not on that, it's their money. Yeah, it's not the politician and money, you know. Yeah. So they can sit down in, was it Gordon House or wherever you were saying, yeah?
Yes.
Argue, but listen, look at all this money that coming for the hurricane relief. Watch this space, Jeffrey. Watch it.
And we hear
Watch
nothing
it.
about it.
Nope. Yeah, but listen, they would like to forget about it. Yeah, like people in Jamaica are going to forget about the millions that they've received, millions, and it's not just the money, Jeffrey. What happened about the tons of aid that've been given to them, or the goods? Yeah, where's all of that? Where is it?
Very
What,
good
sitting in
question.
somebody's warehouse? But anyway, let me not take up any more of your time. I will continue to listen, continue to do the good work. But yes, this is the people need to wake up. Right? They need to wake up.
You know, also, caller, I tell you something, you know.
Mhm.
You see, if we in Jamaica, we in this country we call Jamaica, the only way we're going to see any changes in this country, you know, unless we put away our political belief.
Correct.
And think about this piece of rock.
Yes.
We want to leave for our children.
Yes.
Many Jamaicans say, "Man, with politics. It affects you same way, you know. Whatever business
You are correct. They do.
Because whatever decision is made in the country affect you.
Yes, it does. I have many Jamaican friends in the UK, yeah? And when I try to speak to them and have conversations about what's going on in Jamaica, they said, I don't do politics. I said, what do you mean you don't do politics? Oh, it's because you're now living in the UK, yeah? You forget where you come from. You don't do politics, yeah? So you don't have no relatives, you don't have no cousins, nobody in left of Jamaica for you. I can see the business. Oh, okay. Look, my parents are deceased, yeah, but I still take an interest in what's going on in Jamaica because that's where my parents came from, yeah? I take an interest, yeah, and I do what I can to help, yeah? But when they say this thing about they don't do politics, I just switch off. I'm thinking, you don't care. There's too many people, Jamaicans, that do not care, Jeffrey. They don't care.
True. That is true.
They do not care. They don't care.
Because
right? They just want to live
many
day to day.
Jamaicans, you know, many Jamaicans, you know, caller, when they reach a far in, they throw away the Jamaican passport and dash dirty water behind them. Dirty water behind them.
Dirty water.
Yes. And they don't.
You are correct.
They don't remember where they're coming from, you know, because some of them, when they go away for a week and come back, what are these? Getting in neps? How do you eat it? Skin and all?
Listen. I understand it. I know. Listen, when I come to Jamaica, I want the authentic Jamaica. Yeah, okay? So at the end of the day, okay, I've been coming to Jamaica from the 70s. My parents made sure that we knew our history, our culture, everything. Okay, right? And Jamaica, we are in 2026, right? And I can't believe what I hear coming out of Jamaica. Yeah? And listen, enough of them Jamaicans are not going to end up back there, you know.
I tell you something, you know.
We're not saying nothing.
I tell you something, you know. I went over TikTok and I can't stop talking about it. There are some very
Jeffrey, so why do you go over to TikTok? I can't do TikTok. Why do you go into TikTok? There's a lot of rubbish over there.
Hold on for me.
Oh, go on.
I went over there to listen. There are some very good shows over there, you know. But you have some over there that is absolutely garbage. And the thing that comes out of our Jamaican people mouth, I wonder if they don't
cringe. I heard. I can't do it. I can't do TikTok thing. It's a load of rubbish over there. Mostly rubbish.
Absolutely garbage over there sometimes. You have some very good programs over there that I will listen to. But you have some over there that are absolutely garbage.
Yes, they are. Yeah. And it's not just Jamaicans in Jamaica. It's Jamaicans that live in a diaspora.
Thank you.
That's all I understand. They should know better. Well, I don't know. Jeffrey, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you. I'm going back to listening. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Yes. The number to call is 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number. 945-5298. They can call about anything, even the topic here, whatever is troubling you. I want to play a video here also of a lady in St. Elizabeth appealing for help because they're stealing the sun, and selling it. Watch this video here.
This is Mary Linton from Parity, St. Elizabeth. We are having a
Good afternoon, make we talk here live.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Tavares. Good job you're doing now.
Thank you very much, man.
Yes, sir. But you know, me always hear you saying the Jamaican people just stand up. But you know, say anything like that, any protest or anything to go on, it have to have a organize, it have to have an organization, it have to start, it have to have somebody.
So you're telling me, hold on
as
a minute
leader.
now. You're telling me that there's nobody in our country who can organize something like this?
I think the best who organize it is the opposition.
No. Forget about politicians.
Yeah.
You're telling me that there's nobody in our country apart from these politicians to organize a peaceful protest?
I don't know if they're afraid, but remember the gas riot. I think the gas riot, it was the UHWI, one of the colleges started.
It was UHWI who started it, because I was there.
Yes.
It was UHWI who started it.
Yes. So it have to organize.
So you're saying
organized.
you're saying to me that the University of West Indies students are bought out by politicians and they can't have a peaceful protest anymore?
I don't know if I'm afraid, but to me, the opposition should do more, because if you don't do more, independent person looking at it.
Let me ask you a question now. Everything the opposition must do, so our people themselves can't do nothing, sir?
Yes, but remember the opposition is getting paid too, because if you don't oppose, all the crap when you look like you're complicit, you look like you're a part of. Just like when the raises was thing there and them never oppose it initially, it look like you're the same. It look like you're complicit.
Oh.
Yeah. It look like you're complicit because you don't oppose, you just sit back and not say anything. You look like you agree with what is happening. And that is your main job as opposition, is to oppose all of the crap we are going and speak it to people and go out there, make people can understand, break it down. When if Andrew in opposition and them are going a problem,
you are so
and then
correct.
I take a page out of book. When Andrew in opposition, Andrew cross, hungry, miserable. Andrew never play with people, play. I mean, I don't know why them can't take a page out of book in that regard. And them getting big money, 200% raise and 300% raise they get. And I them to speak up for the people, 400,000 people vote for them same way. You understand? They need to speak up for the people, the rights of the people.
Vote for them, sir. It is Jamaica's opposition. It's not PNP opposition. It is the Jamaican people opposition, sir.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who vote for them.
Yes. That's correct. Yeah. But so I mean, I know it's sad. It's sad. The country I go down in one deep dark hole where you look at it and you say, what gonna really become of this place? What really are gonna become of this country? We continue everything breaking down, everything tearing down.
Sir.
Yeah.
If don't you realize what is going on now? You live in Jamaica?
Yeah, but I'm not there for the past 3 years now, yeah.
Yeah, but we're Jamaicans. So if we don't do something to help our country, sir, then when we not go back to when they tell us to leave from where we are.
Me know, that are the scary. When me look on the Bible, me remember run to the rock. You need somewhere to run to. And when I got nowhere to run to, we home, I got tear down and mash up, so it's scary. It's very scary. But I mean, I know, it's really sad. And everything complicit, everybody complicit. The court seems to be complicit. And everything just coincide and go along to get along.
I'll tell you something,
Yeah.
The Jamaican people fail to understand that they have the power to do certain things, But what we believe, what is our fundamental problem in this country, sir?
Yeah.
Is that we, the Jamaican people, is too die-hearted. We don't think
Very much.
independently from a political party. We don't think about a country. We think about a party. I'm a party.
Yes.
I'm a dead from a party.
You know, one next thing come to my mind from the other day, I'm say, me try put it to some friends and thing. I say, you know, say something happened with, all right, how much million, I think them say more Jamaicans out of Jamaica than we're in a Jamaica, you know.
Over 3 million Jamaicans outside of Jamaica, sir.
Out, yes. And when you see the way that you say, all right, probably X amount of the more intellectual people probably gone out, they're going to look the bread. Understand? So when X amount of intellects gone, leave the brain drain and leave the less intellectual to determine the fate of the country. Why, you know, when we look from the point of view there, I say, wow, yeah. The majority we're gone out there, probably more ambitious, the more intellectual, the more gone other countries, gone search for a better day. And the lesser intellectual are there where no, we're not literate. Plenty people can read, them can break down information and all of these things.
True.
And yeah, day to day, beggar just want a meal for the day, that's all. They're not thinking about the future of them kids. Yeah. Yes, the same thing. Well, I tell you, the name of food from a lady always cry out about that. Everybody just name of food everywhere. And that's all. So we know business once the next man and we just say, oh, I saw it got the other party used to name food too. So the man name food, make it go on. I said, then we're not gonna put a stop to it. Enough is stop. Yeah, I said because the other party used to wear, so it never go stop.
We'll never stop it.
Why I don't know?
Until, listen to what I said before, sir. It will never stop until we the people, the American Constitution speak about we the people. It will never stop until we the Jamaican people, sir, accept what is going on and try to find a solution to the problem.
Because when we look on all the news media, when you listen to all news, all of the news station, the mainstream media at Jamaica nowadays, you only hear one accident happened down the road, one gunman, somebody did a break-in. You know, hear nothing of what is going on in the country in terms of politics. You know, hear none of that in the news, none of the mainstream media. Nothing that is happening, you know, here, nothing about that.
They will speak about it, sir, but they don't speak about it as often as we would love them to speak about it, sir.
Yeah.
You know? And the people of our country, sir, have been getting teaching about what is going on in this country, sir. And before they do something about it, so what they do is cuss each other. And them are paying, them are JLP. They don't think about the fundamental issues that face this country. Look at what's going on in Negril. Negril is a well-known fishing village. And the politics of the country made Negril look like an old tenement yard.
And to all me see from a mile away.
I apologize about it, it's the truth.
Yes.
Politics has wrecked this nation, sir.
And me tell people this all the while. Me tell people say, if both political parties had done better for the country, so much me wouldn't have to leave Jamaica right now and go and look a better day. I could have done my country and survive. So that always grieve me.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
We are to be blamed too, sir.
Yes.
We are to be blamed. This country are to be blamed because we allow it. We are the one who put them there. I can't go to Jamaica House or Parliament until you people vote for me. But because we are so die-hearted, I'm a die-hearted comrade, I'm a die-hearted Labour Party, and it's all about my party. Look at Negril. Negril should have a cruise ship pier. Negril has contributed to tourism more than anywhere else in this country. And look at Negril. They leave Negril up to nothing. All-inclusive takeover. And those on the 7 Mile Beach who have little hotels can't even get any tourists coming there. Repeat guests coming there if they do come there, because some of the people have no money to come there anymore. And nothing has been done. The two political parties has only scraped for them friends and cronies in this country.
Yeah. That's why I said, boy, from the other day, from the increase, the pay increase for the politician and PNP never, from this, I say, people are mostly saying, it's what am I saying? Everybody just a create for themselves. They never they put on them foot from there, so and right throughout. And if they don't put on your foot, you look like you are a part of the system, and you just go along with everything that the governing party is saying. Well, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad.
It's very sad.
It's really sad.
It's very sad because you know what is a fundamental problem in this country, sir?
Yeah.
If one person get up and talk about the issues facing this country, go away, you're dirty comrade or you're dirty labor, right?
Yes.
We must question ourselves. What sort of Jamaica are we leaving for our children? Are we leaving a corrupt, infected country for our children?
Yeah.
Or do we want to leave a Jamaica where children can live, work, and raise family in this country?
Simple thing like the policy where PNP did have another manifesto where say first in family or go college thing there free. I say look, we reject all of that. All of that for your kids can't get to go college, you never get to go and
may I say something to you, sir?
Yeah.
The Jamaican people, sir, when they go to political meetings, sir.
Yeah.
They don't go to political meeting to listen to issues, or to see how they can whosoever is running can solve all issues, sir. What they go to political meeting to do, sir, is to go there, blow the stupid hand, and shower, comrade. They don't listen to the issues. They don't listen
that means
to
that we're dumb, deaf and blind.
Something to you, sir. That is why one of them did say, I shall have no mercy on you. And the other one say, yeah, because we don't listen. We, the Jamaican people, do not listen to those who are talking. Because we believe that those who are talking is more educated than we.
Yes, we're damn illiterate. Illiteracy that.
We believe that they're more educated than we. And some of these same today, I was watching a video and the lady asked a question, if you want a job into a supermarket as a cashier, you have to have 3 CXC and 3 this and 3 that. Those who are making laws for the people of this country. How much CXC they have?
None.
How much GCE they have?
None.
Do they have Bachelor of Science and Technology? They are ministers of this and ministers of that. But do they have any education behind their name? But they're making laws for the people of this country? We sit on our hands and gloves them up?
Yeah.
We better wake up.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for listening. Have a blessed rest of your day.
You're welcome, my friend. Thanks very much for calling in.
All right, thanks.
The number to call is 9545-298-030. That's 9545-298-030. It's also a WhatsApp number. Call in 954. Good afternoon, Sir Thompson. Welcome to the program. You're live.
WhatsApp number. Call in 954.
Dudley.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Thompson, welcome to the
Hello.
live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my fellow journalist friend. How are you doing, man, my brother?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Hearing me loud and clear?
I'm trying to get my.
What happened to you, Dudley? Not hearing me?
Not hearing you. Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Turn off your TV and the thing behind you, man.
Yes. I'm trying to get my.
Dudley, turn off the TV or whatever you have behind you.
Man. Loud and clear.
All right, go ahead now. Welcome to the program. You're live.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
I'm hearing it, Dudley. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Thanks. What is today's topic?
Today's topic is hold on there, I can find it here. Tell you, hold on there, gone out of my head.
Yeah, it wasn't time yet.
Today's topic is how to get away with financial murder. Jamaica's health sector in crisis. But you can talk about any other thing if you want to talk about anything else, you know. Hello?
Wow, talking about the report.
What report?
Well, Alice, you call a while about talking about yeah, Alice, ma'am, to you call a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about aspects of Jamaican life and how some Jamaicans are politically polarized. If you do X, you're branded a PNP. If you do Y, you're branded JLP. And to be frank, there are no programs in Jamaica that are independent of both PNP and JLP.
I agree with you, yes.
For example, I know the Jamaicans right now who are attending college free of cost. And the program is now on. There's not a PNP or a JLP program, it's a hard trust program. So Jamaicans run right now can go to UHWI, get a degree, the degree free of cost without PNP and JLP.
Mm-hmm. But Dudley, let me ask you a question, sir. You hearing me?
Yes, I have friends right now attending UHWI.
Oh, Dudley, are you hearing me?
Degree program free of cost.
Dudley, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, well, loud and clear.
Let me ask you this question, though, Dudley. Yes, the government make up a program.
Yeah, you have a delay.
No,
you have a delay. Yes, loud and clear.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your system, because everybody who was listening to me loud and clear says your system, not me. Anyway, the government give up a program through the Hard Trust NTA.
All right.
My question to you now is this. You hear what is going on in the health sector?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hear what is going on between the UHWI, University of West Indies Hospital?
Yes, with report out of UHWI, where the 10...
With the Auditor General report and so forth.
Yes,
right?
with the person lack of equipment and persons cannot get the basic supplies. Yes, I heard it.
Okay, what is your take on that?
Yes, I heard it, yes.
So what is your take on that? Hello?
Well, I think what I've been hearing so far about this, the key part is, the university over the years have a tax exemption to import things.
Yes.
But what is happening now is they need to give account about the 10 missing dialysis machines. Somebody needs to be held accountable for those 10 machines.
Somebody, hello, Dudley.
We heard they calling names and each MP own company and collecting the company, but the person who are being implicated need to come forward and carry their name because they appear that they are guilty.
Well, Dr. Dawes came and gave and clear his name. He has no company. He's not a part of any company. You're a journalist, Dudley Thompson. And if Dr. Dawes was a part of any company, would he be coming out talking about these things that is going on at UHWI?
Yes, we heard that. Yes.
What are you listening to, Dudley? Are you listening to the radio that they're playing in the background or what?
But they said that.
Hello, hold on. Dudley.
I think Dennis.
Dudley, are you listening to your TV?
No, I'm listening to you. I'm sure.
Are you listening to the TV or to the what? What are you listening to? Turn off your TV or the radio, man. Don't listen to the live. Listen to me. You're a journalist, you know. You
On my
FM.
laptop.
Turn off the laptop, Dudley.
No, it's off.
All right. I'm asking you this question. Well, I'm saying this to you. Dr. Dawes came out and said that he has no...
Hold on. Hello?
Yes, you hearing me now?
Oh, yes.
Dr. Dawes came out and said, Dudley, that he has... He's not on any board or anything in any company.
Yes.
So tell me something now. You're an investigative journalist.
Yes.
If Dr. Dawes did have anything to do with a company, would he be coming out talking about what is going on at University Hospital?
No, he would not.
Okay.
But he said he has no connection with the company that was being called in that issue. But he said they said there are other politicians who are connected to the company.
It is well known that Mr. Garden owned the company. It is well known.
And again, to me, the persons who name has been called in, apart from Dr. Dawes, need to come forward and clear their names.
Hold on for me, please. Hold on for me, please. Hold on for me. I'm telling you something on this platform here now. Who's in the chat room? Listen to me. We're all Jamaicans. And if you don't come over and talk about dirty labor right caller, man, come up on my platform. I don't care it's who. We must have respect for each other. We must have respect for each other. If you don't come over here and talk these things, I want to block you from this platform. Go somewhere else with it. Go ahead, sir.
The last time I came on your program and talked,
go down the road there. Please, don't go down the road. Let's what talking about. Please. And these people are just...
Yeah. Love to brand people. With them dark self. I'm no labor right. All right. And again, yes, I was saying that what I really can't talk about what actually cricket, you know, and football, you know. But I know that you're not really a sports person.
No, I'm not a sports person. I watch football, but I was here talking about the UHWI, what is going on with Dr. Dawes is saying. So, you know, how much money is being, I mean, it's a mess. The health sector is a mess, Dudley. It's a mess. Where before you and I left Jamaica, it has been a mess and worse now.
Yes, and the government is trying to blame Melissa. But the happening is that kind of regional. But we all know that the problem precedes Melissa.
Of course it does.
The sector has been in a mess long before Melissa. But Melissa only affect the physical infrastructure.
Yes.
But the lack of amenities, the lack of medication, the lack of services, the lack of basic guards and those things precede Melissa. Melissa only damaged the infrastructure, the building, but it didn't take away the medicine. So the thing about Melissa damaged, it doesn't like smoke screen. The medical team been in a crisis for a long time.
Dudley, as far as I see it, the Jamaican people accept whatever they get in us. And they love it. The hands on government, because they know what happened. If Andrew call election tomorrow morning and win back in seat again. And Jamaicans will say, oh, Jeffrey chatting. No, it's the truth. If the Prime Minister of Jamaica should call a snappy election and win again. Okay, you know why?
Wow. Why?
Jamaican people, you and I have been following politics for the years. And you
know that too. Yes.
If he call election tomorrow morning and win, because the Jamaican people don't see nothing wrong with what's going on in the country. It's we chatting all kind of nonsense. Am I right?
And again, no, when they come and pull up talk certain things, them branded political like, or them brand me as labor rights. Which I don't care.
Listen to me.
Because I'm not a labor right, so I don't care them want to say I'm not a labor right. So I don't really care.
But Dudley, when Mutty was alive, the brand Mutty is a what?
Labor right.
All right.
Because him cost PJ every single day.
All right. Because in the 1996 was going on that he didn't like.
Right. I remember I came in your program and said that in my view, I think Andrew will win the election. And then called me Labour right because Andrew will win.
But I said it.
Andrew did win, so that made me Labour right.
I told them point blank, and I said it. I said to them, if Mr. Golden had win the election, not one single soul would ever say a jailhouse.
Right.
And I said to them,
and then called the Labour right.
Yeah, and I said to them that Holness will go back in as Prime Minister. They say me chatting nonsense.
I said that too on this on your platform, like body by your chat brand me as Labour right because say Andrew cannot lose.
And I will say it again.
I saw it.
And I will say it again. If the Prime Minister Holness should call an election tomorrow morning, he will win. I'm going to say this again also. Not one single politician in Jamaica will ever see the doorstep of a jailhouse for corruption in this country. None.
That's true. And that cut across, as may know, both sides.
Of course.
Both sides, both PNP and the GLP.
The only way we in our lifetime will see a Jamaican politician go to prison unless the United States find them for money laundering of some US dollars coming through to the United States from them.
And they
will never be charged for any corruption in Jamaica under Jamaican law. Go ahead, Dudley.
That is so true. Unless in some cases, remember in Jack Smith case.
Oh, forget about Uncle Jack. That's what we kill Philip.
All right, he went. He went.
Yes.
Because he didn't want to cooperate with Siaga and Porsche at the time.
Yeah, but not nowadays. And who is not friend with who, and who not company with who in the politics, and who for never who for daughter, and who for daughter who for nephew, and who is godfather for this and godfather for that. Listen to me, we must wake up in this country here.
Yeah, as we keep on saying that with Andrew Holness right now, it's like I see the election last time. Andrew didn't beat the PNP, you know. The PNP beat themselves. And I keep on saying that Andrew did not beat the PNP beat themselves. If you look at the PNP campaign over the last 2 years of the election, it was centered around bringing down Andrew Holness. I remember I personally gave to a comrade 21 JLP scandals. And not one of those scandals made the PNP platform.
There you hold on there, Dudley. You are so correct because listen to me. The People's National Party has the CIA report of the 1980s. They release it. And the People's National Party did not speak about it on the political platform. If they do speak about it, there's a look of piece that they speak about.
The PNP campaign was about bringing down Andrew Holness. That's all they care about. Andrew, like obsessed with Andrew. That's them problem. There are 21 scandals at their disposal. And not one of those GLT scandals make their political platform. It's about Andrew have 20 bank accounts. Andrew have statutory can be certified. Andrew this, Andrew. That's all I'm talking about for 2 years straight. So the PNP beat themselves. And election is over right now. And the PNP job now is to represent those persons who didn't vote JLP. But the PNP is still in campaign mode. The PNP is still in campaign mode.
One thing I can tell you, Dudley. My father always tell me one thing. My daddy father tell me one thing, you know. He said to me, Jeffrey, when you win an election, you see the next day, you start campaigning all over again.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at this now. You see, the party that does election, the PNP is lacking basic politics. This PNP right now, the PNP of Michael Manley was a very good PNP.
Yes.
And Porsche. But this PNP now, you don't understand that when they oppose, you must oppose constructively and propose better. You can't oppose stupidity like Matt Golding. Andrew, come with that. I'm
What you
saying.
say a while ago, you mustn't do what? But like Mark
When
goes,
you're in opposition, you must oppose constructively and propose better. This PNP is opposing stupidly and proposing worse.
why you say that?
One example, I got an example, the bus.
The what?
When Mark Golden say I'm gonna build house span swamp in Portland, that is stupidness.
So hold on there. Isn't Portmore a swampland?
Portmore was properly properly dumped up properly with
hold on there,
20-30 year plan.
Hold on there, Dudley. How do you know that Mr. Golden was going to dump up the land?
He did not highlight it in the campaign.
You don't have to
He
say
did not
that.
say it.
You don't have to say that. When they were campaigning to start build houses in Portmore, did they come out and say, okay, we're gonna dump up the property to build houses in Portmore? Did they say that?
Well, not in much detail, but it came out.
So what is wrong? What is wrong with Mr. Golden saying that, Dudley?
No, I mean that might be the wrong. Sometimes let me tell you the reality. You need to propose better.
And majority of the lands in the Cayman Islands are swamplands.
No, sorry, it's swampland, you know.
There you go.
Sorry,
so when they're campaigning in Florida, and the people go chatter kind of nonsense to the people, did they say okay, we're gonna dump up the swamplands in Florida and dump it properly?
No, but that couldn't done in one term.
So hold on there. When Mr. Golden said to the people of Portland that he's gonna build up lands and build houses on the lands.
In his first term.
Whatever in his first term, it can't happen in his first term.
Yes. It can't happen in 4 years.
Why?
The work for dump the whole, it can't happen in 4 years.
So hold on there. So hold on there. Because he said that. That's the only thing you got out of his campaign. You need nothing positive out of the campaign? Nothing positive?
Yeah, man. A lot of positives. Lot of positives.
Oh, so because the way you're talking is if you only get one negative out of the campaign?
No.
Oh, okay.
When he said the first in the family to get tertiary education, that was a good move.
But did the people accept that?
No, and that was a program that Damon Crawford started years ago, and it was rejected.
Right.
When he was MP in East Rural St. Andrew, I was a Damon Crawford program for years ago, and that to me was a good move. The first in the family, and then full scholarship and government. That's a good plan. That was a good plan by the PNP. But the PNP overall campaign. Aggressive against Andrew. That to me was the biggest letdown.
And some people may disagree with you and some may agree with you, but my take on the campaign was this: that they had a lot of tool at their disposal and they did not utilize it.
Yes, because I tell you, remember when Desmond Mackenzie employed his son at KCC and after fire him after time, after the scandal?
You remember? Yes, you remember that? A lot of people don't remember that. That's true, Dudley.
And that didn't come on the PNP campaign either. When JTC director and the post required the person to have a first degree, they hire somebody with a high school diploma. Didn't come on the campaign trail either.
You know, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that Thompson. The people.
Yeah, those JLP scandals, the PNP ignore to focus only on getting out Andrew Holness. Yeah. And that's what they don't fall.
Well, let's see if they're gonna change up their way of campaigning. Because right now Jamaica is in a serious condition. Come March, it will be the start of the new financial year for the budget to be read. Let's see what they have in the budget, because people are saying that the country is broke. We don't know if the country is broke. I remember the last budget debate that happened in Parliament. The opposition leader has to go outside the Parliament to give his budget presentation. Let's see if this is going to continue, and let us see if the people of Jamaica are going to sit idly by and accept what is going on in the parliament. Budget is going to be read come March, opening of the parliament, going to be in March, where the governor will open the parliament and present the government proposal for the financial year 2026 to 2027. And go ahead.
I want to hear that through Melissa expenditure. It's going cut and that will cut. You ever hear that?
And until now, Dudley, the Jamaican people in the diaspora, the Jamaican people in Jamaica, have not heard how much money the government collect for this Melissa relief program.
That's true. That's true. But I heard him saying him order somebody to release some figures as to who get what, but we can't see it all now.
Get what?
Time said the PNP was making a big issue about not getting hurricane relief funding for the member of parliaments, and they said they gave a directive for some ODPM to release the figures, the entire figures for the military effort as to which MP will get what amount. Give a release of every figures, but we don't see it all now.
And we will never see it. Because I'm getting good information that right now they're having infighting within the government of Jamaica pertaining to this money. Some of them begs because of certain things. And the question that we must ask ourselves here in the diaspora, how much money did they collect from the Hard Rock Cafe?
Right.
Skeleton? And did the money go into any handbag or any wallet to come down to Jamaica? Because you saw here the consolidated fund.
Right. Well, the call who called earlier, he said something that I agree with. We're too politically polarized in this country.
We are.
Because I see the chat now, if Sabrem now as labor right.
No, but I go back down the road, Dudley. That's all gone and done. the fundamental problem we face in this country, doing it, Dudley.
That's an example. That's a real example. We are talking about that while ago.
Yes, you see, if we in this country, Dudley, if we the Jamaican people do not put away politics and think about this rock, as I keep on repeating myself with it, then may God help our children.
That is so true. We have so many things in this country that is going so good, and then now we can play and put that with politics.
Yes.
It's not good in Jamaica. We try to tie to a politician.
Yes.
Which is so sickening.
Yes. Anyway, Dudley, I gotta run because I gotta come off here now. I got some stuff to do. I have to go to an appointment that I have at 3 o'clock. Get myself prepared for that. I want to say thank you for calling in, my brother.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Bless up. That's Dudley Thompson there. Senior journalist, or former senior journalist of Roots 96.1 FM. Now here in the United States. I want to say thank you for calling in. I want to say thank you all for coming on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk program. As we say goodbye from another afternoon here on the Make We Talk program, I want to say this again. The two political party has given the people of Negril a disservice because we thought that they would have built up Negril. We thought that the two political parties would have given Negril a cruise ship pier. Look at Negril. The other small hotels who helped to build Negril back in the hippie days are hardly surviving. What are they going to do about what are they going to do about those small hotels in Negril? And they have this high taxation on the beach lands in Negril. People who born and grow in Negril can hardly afford the taxes on the beach lands in Negril. But you know, until we come together as a people and demand certain things, we'll never get through. The Jamaican people are facing a fundamental problem. Dr. Dawes has just said it to us that Jamaica now, the health sector in this country is in serious problem. How to get away with financial murder. Jamaica's health sector on life support. We're on life support in this country. And until we as people, we as Jamaicans put away the politics of this country and think about this piece of rock, then I don't know. We have some difficult days ahead of us though. But the Lord has given me the ability to look up to the mountaintop and see the promised land. But we as a people must get to the promised land. We as a people must speak out. We as a people must demand accountability. We as a people must demand a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And what the health sector, what is going on now, and what is presented to us by Dr. Alfred Dawes, we, the people of this country, must call out for accountability. And some head must roll. Somebody must face the court system in this country. What is going on at UHWI and across the health sector in our country. The Minister of Health should be forced or should be told to resign along with his permanent secretary. As far as I'm concerned, the entire whole administration should resign. But anyway, who am I to say this? Thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for being a part of the program until you hear my voice again. I am Jeffrey Tavares saying so long. May God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Remember that we'll be coming to you live from Washington, D.C. The funeral service, our Thanksgiving service for the life and work of one of Jamaica's greatest statesmen of all time, Ambassador Curtis Ward. Join me then at 11 o'clock Saturday morning, the 24th of January, when I bring you live coverage of the Thanksgiving service of the life and work of one of Jamaica's finest statesmen of all time, who hail from Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth. So join me at 11 o'clock on the Make We Talk program. Good afternoon, everybody. May God bless you. See you all later on this evening. Have a great afternoon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk.